Hey. Yeah, this is videos about some little demonic boy that kills his father. And this is a stupid reason why he said he did it. He said he did it because Jesus told him to do it. Jesus would never tell anybody to kill their parents. No, what really happened, Satan told him through one of them demons to do what he did to his father. Jesus would never tell somebody to kill their parents. He's sick-minded. He's got a problem, it's obvious, and now he got a major one. Because he's going to get tried as an adult. Because he's young. And he calls the cops and he tells them he kills his father. You better bring the cops over here. And they probably asked him on the phone, why'd he do it? And then his response was, Jesus told him to do it. That's a lie. That's a blatant black lie straight out of hell. To kill your father and stab him in the heart like that, in the chest. Would you guys do that to your parents? Do you actually believe Jesus would say that to somebody? Kill their parents or anybody? No. That's the biggest lie from hell that anybody could ever want to believe. He's going to jail for a long time. And if he don't repent of his sins while he's in there, he's going to burn in hell forever, for eternity. Keeping it real, Jesus didn't tell him to kill his dad. A demon of hell, of Satan, told him to do that. To kill his dad. As a sacrifice for this wicked, Lucifer daddy, the Satan, the devil. As a young boy growing up myself, I got in arguments with my relatives, my dad, my granddad. I would get mad at him, of course. I would get mad at my parents for whatever reasons. But it wasn't that serious. At least I thought it was at the time. But I would never go to that extreme to hurt my family like that. You know, I would never shoot my dad, shoot him in the heart, stab him in the heart, because some wicked voice or evil demon in the darkness tells me or whomever, you, to do so. Your dad and your mom are your best friends. You understand that? They are your first best friends that you would ever meet in this life. Why? Because you came from your mother and your dad was there too. That's why. That's why. Those are your two best friends when you're first born in this world. They're the best friends you could ever have. Outside of any others growing up that you would meet and become friends with. But your parents are the ones that know everything about you. When you was a baby, when you was born, everything. Your dad and your mom are not your enemies. They are the ones protecting you from all evil, and you kids, boys, girls, are wicked and evil kids hanging around the wrong people, like I used to do, till I woke up, doing all the wrong things, and saying all the wrong things. All the negativity and evilness toward your parents. But for what? What you did, or what he did to his parent, you're going to suffer bad major consequences and pay the price for what you did to your family, your mother and your father. You're not going to give it. You're going to pay the price. When you get jammed up, locked up, for however many years they're going to give you, days, weeks, and months, that's first-degree murder, man. When you deliberately stab somebody in the heart or in the chest with any kind of weapon, or even shoot them like that, that's first-degree murder. These little young kids, all of you are lost. A lot of you. There's some that'll wake up, and there's some that won't. And the ones that will wake up will have favor with Jesus Christ. The ones that won't wake up or don't care to wake up, your life is going to be a total downright spiral. Down, down, down. That's where you're going. Down. The others, they're going to go up. Straight up, and they're going to keep going up. You see the difference? When you go straight down, you're going straight down to darkness. You're straight going to hell. And you're going to pay for it for the rest of your life unless you change your life. So if you don't, you're not going to win. Now, you done took your father away from you after he done looked after you, took care of you as a baby all the way up until now. Now you done snuffed his life out, all because you said you said Jesus. No, Jesus would never tell anybody that I know of, as long as I've been in church, grew up in church as a baby, all the way up. Yeah, I done did my dirt coming up, but I was smart enough to wake up. I was blessed enough to have a lot of positive people around me. All it takes is one or two bad people to see you going the other direction, spiraling down. You're hanging around the wrong types of people. But for me, I had a lot of religious folks in my life, all around me, all the time. They never knew some of the stuff I did when I was out in the streets fighting people and, in gangs and all this kind of stuff. No. I wouldn't even bring that home to the house, because I didn't want them to get in the middle of it, because they would have, and I didn't want them in danger like that. So I kept it away until I was able to wake up and find a way to get out of it. And I did. Thank God I was always in church, Even though I was doing sin out there, other things, I was still going to church. That's what saved my soul. Because eventually I got tired of doing it. It was leading me nowhere. I was going nowhere. I had to get away. It didn't happen overnight, but eventually the church saved my soul through Jesus Christ. And I ain't been in nothing like that ever since. And don't want to be in nothing like that ever again. because it looks good in the beginning. You know, all the women's involved and whatever else is negative. But after a while, it burns out quick. It's just like a candle. A candle is only going to burn but for so long. And it'll burn for a while. But eventually, it's going to burn down to the bottom of the wick and it's going to go out. So I got out before it went out. I stayed in God's kingdom. I stayed in his house. I got out before it was too late for me. Because I've seen people in their life end up dead, end up locked up for a long time. It's only two ways out. Either you get out and stay out, or you get in and stay in. And you know, continue doing what you're doing. But eventually, you hear what I said? Eventually, meaning sooner or later, you're going to get caught up. It may not be today, may not be this minute, this second, this hour, this week, this month, this year, but it's coming for you. You reap what you sow. You're going to sow what you reap, which means if you do bad, bad's coming for you. If you do good, good's coming for you. So the choice is yours. I ain't gonna say nobody's not twisting your arm. They are twisting your arm because you in their life. And misery loves company, company loves misery. And when one goes, they get mad. Then they want to do something to you because you trying to leave. And like I did the videos, you know too much of the game that they in. And if you get caught by the cops, then they're gonna find out some things. And then the people that you was in their life with, they're going to fear that you telling on them. Because you know too much. So then they're going to try to do something to you. You know, there may be some people on the inside where you're going that they may get a hold of through some means, some outside influence or whatever, or somebody on the inside to get rid of you, take you out because they don't want to go down because you know about them. That's what it is. Better think about it. Goes for the women too. They ain't just because they women. Don't mean that they are excusable and exempt from having, not being in it theyself. Yeah. So, you better listen to people, man, that's trying to help you. If you don't want to listen, stay in that life. It's either truth or consequences. The truth is, you wake up and get out. The consequences is, you stay in the dark. You don't want to hear what people's trying to do to help you get out. You want to stay and take your chances, devil and his demons. Because you're comfortable and it makes you feel good. For now. But later on, when you want to go and you want to get out, but you had opportunities through other people in the past to try to help you get out of whatever you into that ain't right, and what done in the past and what you still doing all the way up until now, it's going to be too late for you. Unless God give you a second shot, a second chance. But if he do, you better take it. And you better run as far as you can go with it. Which means the opposite way of doing what you're doing, evil. Do good. And share your knowledge from your experiences to other people that you see was you when you was little. Or a kid, or a teenager, college student, young man. Now you're a middle-aged man. Now you're an older man. Now you're a senior. That's what I'm talking about. And it goes for the women too. Better listen. They say a hard head make a soft ass. You know what that means? If you're hard-headed, your ass gonna get spanked. And it's gonna be a hard spanking, meaning you're gonna get jammed up in, locked down for some stuff you doing or did for a long time. If you don't change directions and go another route. And once you get out, if you do, or change your life, stay out. Try to help the others that you see that's in the same boat you were in before you got out. But how you gonna help somebody get out if you still in it? Do you still doing it? It's funny. Some people don't want their kids or friends or relatives get in the life they in, but they still in the life they self. How you gonna tell somebody not to do something what you doing when they looking up to you? Number one, they young and stupid, don't know what it is, lost. They looking up to you. They see the glamour, they see the money, they see the girls, they see the cars, they see the clothes, they see the jewelry. How you gonna tell somebody not to do something wrong when you still doing it? You gotta be the example. You gotta get out, change yourself, change your life, stop doing all the stuff I just mentioned, and whatever it is you're doing, so you can be an example to help these folks, men and women, girls and boys. You know? You can't be an example to somebody if you're still doing the same thing. Because the first thing they're going to say to you is, how you going to tell me not to do this, that, and the other that's negative when you still doing it? In other words, what I'm saying is, how are you going to be an example to me when you still doing the stuff that you trying to tell me not to do or get into? That's what it means. Straighten your game up, your life, your problems, your situations up, and then go back and try to help others. But until you do that, they're not gonna believe you. So don't waste their time, because you're wasting your own. Get you together first, and then once they see that for a few months, maybe a year or so, or less, 6 months, then they're gonna be thinking about really hard changing their life because they saw what you did to change yours. And with that, you better think about it, and you better do something about it later. Because if you don't, it's going to be bad all the way around later. Don't be a fool. Don't play with God either, because he'll play with you real quick later.